You ask and I shall deliver. Hey, it's your girl Keta. Welcome to my channel, More Keta, where style is not defined by your budget, honey. So in today's video, we are talking about the art of layering perfumes. I talked about this in my 10 Habits of a Stylish Woman video, and I got a lot of comments saying, well, girl, show us how you layer your perfumes in. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. But before we get into it, I want to give a huge thank you to our sponsor, which is Rocket Money, and more on them later. Also, before we get into our layering combinations, the arts of layering, things of that nature, let's first talk about a perfume wardrobe. So what is a perfume wardrobe? And no, this is not another word that Keta just made up, okay? Even though I'm good for that, I did not make up this word. A perfume wardrobe is all about curating go-to fragrances for certain moods, particular moments, and different occasions in your life. And it resonates with me because you hear me say quite often on this channel that I am a seasonal perfume wearer. There are certain fragrances that I wear for certain seasons. There are certain fragrances that I wear based on a certain mood. And there are certain fragrances that I wear year round, just like my clothes. So although I will spray and wear what I want to wear whenever I want to, it's just nice to have those go-to scents when I don't want to think about it. Having that collection, knowing what these particular scents are for, that is what my perfume wardrobe is. So let me know if that's something that you do or something that you may be interested in doing. I'm very curious to hear about that. Don't mind me, I'm just eating a little cheese cracker and grape type thing. I'm trying to get back on this weight loss because sis has been stuffing her face lately. Before we start talking about the steps of mastering the art of layering your perfume, I do want to address the elephant in the room that some perfumes are extremely expensive. I own some budget-friendly perfumes. I also own some that has a price tag that'll make you do a double take, girl. Be like, what? What was you thinking? But because I love perfume so much, I have to be strategic about purchasing them. And that's exactly where today's sponsor comes into play. So I want to get my hands on the Virgin Island water made by Creed. The smallest size is about $300+. So you can just imagine, girl, what a bigger size will, right? I have other priorities. I have to be an adult over here. I'm talking about me. I have to be strategic. And I use Rocket Money to help me determine if, okay, Keta, you did good with your finances. You can go ahead and purchase this, or girl, have a seat. You need to save up a couple months. I don't know who bank account you got, but that ain't the bank account and you can't get it today, okay? And like I mentioned before, Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance app that can help you cancel subscriptions, lower your bill, and help you overall better manage your money. That's why it's helping me in determining if I can get this perfume bottle or if I can't, okay? And how they do that is Rocket Money will automatically analyze your accounts to help you determine the optimum time to save and the optimum frequency for you to save, so you can actually go ahead and reach your goals a lot faster. You can also edit, pause, and withdraw at any time. Now, Rocket Money has helped customers save up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Not to mention, they have also helped customers with up to $500 million in canceled subscriptions. I was one of those. I told y'all about the whole 2 Netflix thing that we was having going on. That has been taken care of. So as much as I want to go ahead and buy this perfume bottle, honey, right now is not the time, okay? It's just not in the cards at the moment. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to save for it. So if you are like me and you want to take better control over your finances, go to rocketmoney.com/moreketa to get started for free. All right, so let's get into the art of layering fragrances and creating some unique scents. So first and foremost, you always want to start off with hydrated skin because fragrances will last longer on moisturized skin. I have tried it. I have tested out. If you are moisturized versus being dry, that perfume is going to last longer on moisturized skin. Some of the ways that I do it, when I want the scent, the perfume to be the star of the show, I will use unscented lotions or unscented body oils, mainly body oils, because y'all know I'm a body oil type of girl. So I will layer that down first and then go ahead and apply my perfume. That's gonna last longer. And then if I am going to use some type of a scented perfume or scented body oil, I try to make sure it fits within the same scent family. So for an example, I might use a vanilla base or a vanilla scented lotion, and then the perfume that I'll layer it with is something, you know, warm or spicy, something of that nature that still fits with vanilla. You want to make sure you are doing this on moisturized skin. The second and third way that you can actually layer perfumes is by layering complementary notes with one another and layering contrasting notes with one another. So when it comes to complementary notes, that's really easy. That's just layering warm notes with other warm notes, floral notes with other floral notes, fresh notes with other fresh notes. That's super easy. So I don't really have any examples for that. It's just picking your two favorite perfumes and putting them together. Where I will give you some examples is when it comes into layering contrasting notes. And when it comes to layering contrasting notes, there's really no wrong or right way. It just all depends on your scent profile, what you gravitate towards. But I will just give you a few easy ones just to kind of start off with. Layering vanilla notes with floral notes will create a soft and a feminine scent. Wood and spicy notes layered together will create a warm and a sophisticated smell. You can also layer citrus with musk to create a fresh and an alluring scent. And don't forget about layering coconut notes with amber notes to create a very exotic and sultry type of a scent. Later in the video, I will give you some names of perfumes that you can actually try and pair together, but this is just a really quick guide for you to go through and see what you already have and then maybe start pairing based off of the notes. Now, another important step to mastering the art of layering your perfume is making sure you're applying it in the proper order. So for me, I like to apply the lighter scent first, and then I'll top it off with like a heavier scent. So for an example, if I use our guide that we just talked about, and I use the citrus and musk, I'm gonna layer the citrus fragrance first, and then I'll top it off with the musk fragrance. Another way to master the art of layering your perfume is making sure you are layering it on your pulse points. So that's like your wrist, the inside of your elbow, the pulse behind your ears. You can do your neck. I've stayed away from my neck lately because it's been irritating it, but I do the collarbone right here, and then also the fold behind my leg, because the heat activates on those pulse points. Get it out, girl. It actually activates the fragrance and makes it smell, you know, a little stronger and last a little longer. Another way to master the art of layering your perfume is making sure you are spraying it strategically. And what I mean by that is when you do spray, you do not rub, because when you rub it, you're actually breaking down the top notes too quickly, and it's not going to last as long, or you're not going to get all the different notes if you do that. So when you spray it, just let it air dry by itself. Another thing that I do, I'm not going to say is the art of mastering, because I really don't know the science behind this next part, but I like to do it. It's just for like a lighter overall effect. I'll go ahead and just spray it in the air, and you just walk through it. I don't know if there's science behind that part. I do know there's science behind the rubbing, because that will break it down. But as far as walking through, I just like to do it, so I just wanted it included in this part. But definitely do not rub the scents together, because you're going to break down your notes. Now, those are the steps that I implement when I'm mastering the art of layering perfumes. Now, if you are new to layering perfumes and you feel like I just don't know which way to go, I don't know what to do, one of the easiest ways is just picking up an entire line from one brand. I'm going to just use Sol de Janeiro because that's the easiest one. We were talking about it. They sell like the Bum Bum Cream, which is like the lotion. They have sprays, they have mists, and then they have, I think, like a lighter perfume. So you can just go with that one brand, pick up all the products and layer it that way. 9 out of 10 times is not going to fail, as long as you're picking a scent that you actually like. And that's the easiest way. However, if you want to be a little bit more experimental, definitely use that guide that I showed you earlier to try some layering combinations with perfumes that you already own, or even go to the store, which I do quite often. I will go to a store if they have 2 perfumes that I've been wanting to try together. I'll go ahead and spray it on, walk out the store, do what I need to do, let it sit, because sometimes you need to let that thing settle, honey, to know if it's going to fit with your body chemistry. So I'm walking around doing whatever else, and then by the end of the day, I can determine if I like this or if I don't. So I definitely encourage you to stop at some of these stores and just do some layering in the store to see which ones you like before you buy it, so you're not wasting your money. What I did do is I did create a free digital download for you that's gonna list some contrasting perfumes, some contrasting notes that you can pair. I put the link down in the description box, so you don't have to keep coming back to this video when you wanna go ahead and see which ones you wanna try to pair together, although I would not mind the view, honey. I would not be opposed if you watch it again and give me another view, okay? Shameless plug. So how I have this set up is I took those 4 combos that we talked about earlier and I broke them up into 3 separate categories. Each one is into 3 separate categories. There is a luxury to luxury category, there is a budget friendly to budget friendly category, and then also a luxury to budget friendly category. I wanted to make sure I was touching various price points depending on what your preference is. And then also too, I try to select perfumes that are widely known. So of course there may be some better options out there for you. I was just trying to use something as a starting point. So these are kind of the popular brands, but again, swap them out with whatever you want to swap them out with. If you know of some other combinations, definitely leave it in the comment. Go ahead and share the love with everybody. This is just a starting point, okay? So yeah, this is just a starting point. So let's start with the coconut and amber combination. For the luxury with the luxury, I think pairing the Creed's Virgin Island Water with the Kilian's Angel Share, I think those two are gonna go together really well. I do own the Kilian's Angel Share, and I talked about me wanting to get my hands on the Virgin Island Water, but I really think that the tropical coconut and the lime and the Virgin Island Water is gonna help balance out that boozy and cinnamon and amber that's in the Kilian's Angel Share. And when it comes to pairing budget friendly with budget friendly in this coconut and musk category, I think pairing the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush, I think it's number 62, with the Dossier Ambery Vanilla, I think those two will make a really nice combination. And when it comes to layering luxury with budget friendly in this particular category, I think the Maison Margiela Beach Walk paired with the Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar, I think that's still gonna give that same scent profile. And to avoid making this video too long, what I'm gonna do is I'll just pop up on the screen some of the examples for the other categories and the other combinations. That way we are not here forever, because I could sit here and talk about the different combinations that I've learned and that I've tried and that I want to try. We'll be here forever. So I'll just show it up on the screen, but the full list that I've compiled will be in that free digital download. So I hope you enjoyed this video on mastering the arts of layering your perfume, as well as some of the suggestions that I gave. And if you did, please go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. Be sure to check out the description box down below. That's where I will leave that free digital download if you are interested in seeing the ones that I have tried as far as layering and the ones that I'm interested in trying. It's a complete list there for you. So that'll be down there. I also want to give a huge thank you again to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. And if you are like me, we're trying to take better control of our finances, go ahead and go to rocketmoney.com/moreketa to get started for free. As always, you know I want you down in the comments, honey. Go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what are some layering combinations that you use. But if you do want to see more style content and of course, more Keta, honey, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, and I will catch you guys in the next one.